this is not just some sport. This is truly a life-saving skill. If there's one truth in this world, it's that as long as you practice and you dedicate yourself to this, you will 100% be better in the future than you currently are. I always remind myself of that.
When I first met him, he was 22 years old, like a kid, and it was a dream for him to go to the Olympics. But I was seeing things that in the pool that kind of gave me a clue that something was not right.
I dropped out of college as a junior to become a professional Olympic swimmer. Trained with USC Trojans for a bit, met a lot of great coaches, a lot of great athletes. They would say different things, just trying to understand, well, you look like this, why can't you perform this way? Charcot-Marie-Tooth developed in my body when I was about 10 years old. So I've been living with it about 16 years now. My first episode with Charcot-Marie-Tooth, we actually had no clue what it was, and I had to stop swimming. Later that year in November, we're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner, and I can't pick up the knife and fork in front of me. So I was put into the hospital in this paraplegic state, and now I've got 0% of my legs, 30% of my arms.
One thing with Charcot-Marie-Tooth is that your nerves don't fire, so that he can't actually feel his legs from his knees down to his feet. What I noticed was that he wasn't getting better. And then I noticed that his legs were not the same as everybody else's legs.
She came to me one day and she's like, hey, you remind me of some of my cerebral palsy and neuropathy patients that I've worked with in the past. Is there something you're not telling me? For the first time in 12 years, I felt empowered to come out of that proverbial closet and share my disability and my challenges. And so that was the first time that I ever openly and even verbally acknowledged what I was really fighting against for the past decade.
Since I do healing, and this would have been a miracle because nobody's really healed Charcot-Marie-Tooth, I said, well, we can try doing something that's out of the norm, or we can consider the Paralympics. And he didn't really like that idea.
I was terrified, you know, and ultimately I ended up coming to my father, and all the lies that I've told myself and this person that I've built over the past 12 years has to stop here. And now I have to step into this new journey, not hiding these things that I felt ashamed of for so long, and trying to figure out a way to love myself and see the value in me for all of these challenges. With that decision, my career really took off. Ultimately, in 2018, I just won a national championships in the Paralympics, a U.S. National Paralympic Championship. I was on the podium, and I just had this revelation, you know, I think I want to offer more to the world than just a smiling face and a medal. I want everybody to come up, get one of these buckets. Yes, come up and get a bucket. And then I want you to come with. Some of the barriers that we're looking to tear down through the work of the Swim Uphill Foundation. Number one, access. Not necessarily needing a pool or a lake. You know, with our curriculum, you can begin it at home, wherever you have access to a little bit of clean water and something to hold it. Classes are sponsored by partners, so there's no cost to the students or their family. When I witness someone who's been able to move from a point of afraid of water to now not only they're in the water, but they're having a good time, they're swimming, you know, it makes me feel like a disruptor. Our mission at the Swim Uphill Foundation is to teach 1 million people how to swim every year through the Swim Uphill method. ultimately what we're looking to do is build upon these foundations that were set forth 100 years ago and really start to be a disruptor in swim education space because, you know, learning how to swim in a lot of ways is a class issue, and people need programs that are going to meet them where they are. I think we're all hearing this one word going around a lot lately, and it's called access, right? Having a bridge to connect all the resources and opportunities that we have to those who are in need but may not be interested in that opportunity. They don't necessarily understand what that can bring forth for them.
One of our dreams is to kind of have a homegrown team from Los Angeles in preparation for 2028, that we teach some kid, spark that dream in their eyes.
Ultimately, when you do what's going to be probably the scariest thing in your life, and that's to accept you for who you are, as imperfect as that truly is, and decide, hey, you know what? I still deserve love. I still deserve to accomplish anything that I want to accomplish in this world. The world opens up to you.